Apparently Americans don't have mole scissors. Is that right? OMG, are you guys okay? What are mole scissors? Is that a mole scissors? No. Haha, I want Australia's weather. Finding Australians is fairly easy. Just ask them one question. Have you ever felt like this? When strange things happen. Are we going round the twist? That guy's got swag, said the officer, looking down at the jolly man camped by a billabong under the shade of the cooler battery. Look, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying it's been a while since an Australian Prime Minister died suspiciously, that's all. The best thing about Australia is caramello koalas. They're those koalas that drop from trees and kill people, yeah. What Americans imagine being Australian means. I've wrestled crocodiles and dingoes simultaneously. Favorite Australian saying, have a good one. Have a good what? We'll never tell. You'll never know Australian secrets. I'm wearing thongs for work and you can't stop me. Flip-flops? Thongs? Flip-flops equals thongs. Thongs? I know what you mean. In America we call them flip-flops. Thongs. Everyone likes to joke that Australians are hardcore and can survive anything, but watch what happens to us if the temperature drops below 20 degrees. I'm fking freezing. Example 1. 900 $. My friend just went out for dinner and this fker turned up at the window like he had a freaking reservation. God damn it, Australia. Trick or treat in America, Revive candy. Trick or treat in Australia, F off cunt, this isn't America. Oh, just a man wearing a suit made out of Sydney bus seat fabric. Bus camo swag. My mother just threw a wagon wheel at me. How the F did she get the wheel off a wagon? Do people still have wagons? Why are they destroying them to throw? Australia's weird. Living in Australia and seeing all of these people in the northern hemisphere post about autumn and cute jumpers and pumpkin flavored everything in cold weather, and I'm sitting here crying like, brace yourselves. Summer is coming. I found you in my pocket today, haha. This man was once in charge of Australia. You know sweetpants? In Australia we call them tracky ducks. I'm starting to think you Aussies are just fking with us. We actually aren't, and that's the horrendous part. So the cyclone in Queensland right now is dumping sharks in the middle of the road. Straya, are you guys okay? It was foretold by the shark horror film. Put those things back where they came from, also help me. Why are you also calm about a literal sharknado? Australians don't have sex. Australians mate. I spat out my coffee. Sorry about your coffee, mate. I literally struggle to believe that some people haven't tried Tim Tams, Vegemite, Fairy Bread, Whizzfizz, Chickas, Minties and Caramello Koalas. You are missing SK much. Are those street names for drugs? I have never been so disrespected. The uploader has not made this video available in your country. I'm in Australia, not fking Narnia. To non-Australians, yeah, nah means no. Nah, yeah means yes. I can see how this may be confusing. Australia has 5 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter and FU. FU doesn't have a set date, it just happens randomly during the rest of seasons. Are we currently in FU? A little yes. We always are. I have a very important question. Are Australians just fking with the rest of the world now? Osh, the jig is up. Now the government is gonna punish me. Springtime in Australia is literally the most stupid fking thing. Oh my god, can they change the name to a slightly cooler summer where demonic birds fired you from the sky and try to kill you, because that's what it fking is. Ugh, Australia is home to like so many creepy birds. Hunts you down on the back of a cassowary. I just googled this, what the F is this? Is it like an Australian turkey? Can you eat it? Why does its beak open so wide? Its neck is so gross. They're like 6 feet tall, you don't eat them. You run from them in terror. What the F, Australia? Okay, so did you guys know that in 1967 Australia lost a prime minister? Like he went swimming at some beach and just disappeared, presumed drowned. And do you know what we did? Do you know what we did in respectful memory of our fallen leader? We named a f***ing swimming pool after him. Harold Holt Swim Center. Just a friendly reminder that if you drink and drive you're a f***ing douchebag and everyone hates you. Australia's biggest anti-driving campaign is literally, if you drink then drive you're a bloody idiot. And while we are on Australian driving campaigns, speeding, no one thinks big of you. Reality show where Canadians are sent to Australia and vice versa. No plot, no mission. Just Canadians and Australians trying to survive each other's weather. Our latest episode. To all Australian kids, if you ever feel like you're weak or pathetic, remember, you live in the most dangerous and hostile country, where every creature is murderous and deadly. You're automatically more hardcore than any kid in any other country. This is actually quite uplifting. What famous lovers are the subject of a ballet by Russian composer Prokofiev? Romeo and Juliet, Napoleon and Josephine, Antony and Cleopatra, Rhonda and Kettet. I'm gonna lock in D. Eddie. It's still hot. Beat. Fire. Hell. Summary of Australia this week. If you're terrified for the future of your country, clap your hands. Undying applause from the United States. Added screaming from the UK. Broken sobbing from Australia. The Australian age is 18 and the American one is 21, so how's your freedom feeling now, America? It's 21 because America cares about people knowing how it feels, having a fully developed brain, before you get the chance to destroy it, unlike Australia. So let's see whether concern for the health of your young citizens is working out. Mate, chill out and have a drink. Oh wait. You know what really irks me about Australians? They call McDonald's Macca's. Why? Macca's. You drangas don't understand, okay? We go to the servo for fuel, we go to Macca's for burgers, and we go to the bottle O for grog. Wait, what the hell is grog? It's like he's trying to speak to me. I know it. I won't ever let anyone forget that Chris Hemsworth was in a show about tween girls riding horses and learning the true meaning of friendship. You can never leave the Saddle Club. Saddle Club, OMG, people talk about Saddle Club on this site. Come sit by my side and I'll sing you all the songs they ever sang on that show. I was going to rant about Australian stereotypes, but then I realized that a kangaroo broke into the Melbourne airport car park today and it looked like 6 officers to get it out. It is 47 degrees today. That is it. I quit Australia. Goodbye friend, I'm gone. I don't think you understand. 47 Celsius equals 116.6 Fahrenheit. I don't trust Australians about anything, honestly. They take a piece of bread and put butter and sprinkles on it and call it a dessert. You f***ing deep fry anything you put your hands on. Still better than butter bread sprinkles. It's called fairy bread, thank you very much. Don't you dare talk sh about fairy bread. Who the f do you think you are? Important news in Australia today. Big mango tourist attraction stolen from Bowen in North Queensland. How the f? This is why we can't have nice things. No, but you don't understand. This mango is 10 tons heavy and 10 meters tall. And someone used a gigantic mobile crane to steal it. And now we can't even find either the crane or the mango. Me man with a beer in one hand and a hose in the other defends his home from the fire. Australia. Yeah, that's pretty much every summer ever for us. Accurate. Australia in summer. Australia in autumn. Australia in winter. Australia in spring. The Flaming Ron. Today's show. Carol eats world's hottest pie. Is Australia or even real? I mean, I live here and sometimes I have my doubts. When the Abbott government makes us homeless, let's all become mole people and live underground and create our own government where the currency is those little drove chocolates with positive affirmations on the wrappers, and we only communicate via an innovative and emotional combination of rap and opera. Australia, are you okay? No. What's the most Australian sentence you can string together? Oh, I can't. If we are going on a Macca's run, I think we could stop to pick up some durries from the servo and then some grog from the bottle O, so we can get fkin magadorna. What does that mean? Hey friend, if we are going to drive to McDonald's, do you think we could stop to pick up some cigarettes from the gas station and then some alcohol from the liquor store so we can get really drunk? Or would you prefer not to? Cunt means friend. Cunt does indeed mean friend in Australian. This is a real fact. Do Australians feel love? No, it's too hard feel anything when our neighbor is the fucking sun. Love is for weaklings who've never had to walk 10 kilometers to school under the burning sun during drop bomb mating season. The only love we know is that which exists between beer and mouth. Vegemite has a chemical in it that destroys the ability to feel love. Australian children are fed on a diet of it when they are born, so that they will not be affected when their peers die from heat, drop bears or shark attack. It's the only way to ensure we become fierce warriors. No man, we don't. No Australian has ever felt love except for one very careful driver. A love of a man named Cat is legendary all throughout the land. It is a legend only whispered on the winds of the hot burning deserts. Only Australians can translate it for you. It is only said when you are bitten by a spider shark, which is about every ad break during Home and Away. Australian possum versus American possum. I had this exact conversation with an Australian friend. She was started and said that she must have just heard a possum outside her window. Me, oh god, close your window right now D. After an amusingly long circular conversation, where she thought I was irrationally scared of the adorable little animal on the left, we figured out that we were discussing two very different animals. She sent me a picture. What? Then I sent her a picture. What is that thing? The last time I saw one that wasn't roadkill, it was hissing at me from the shadows of a dark driveway I was walking past, and I just bolted for a good 100 feet or so out of reflex. This may be the only time the US wins in a head-to-head competition for scarier animals with Australia. The one marsupial we do have, and it's this fucking thing.